Hey YouTube, what's going on? So today's video is going to be epic because I have some really exciting news to share with you guys, and that news is that Becca and I have bought our very first house. It's our first home. It's just an amazing feeling to own a home. It's such a big step. Give you a quick look around the side here as well. Like, we are so stoked on it. And in this video, we're not going to show you too much of it because Becca and I do appreciate our privacy. But what we are going to do, it's sort of like, I guess you could argue at the first renovation, not really renovation, but addition to the house. So we've got all this lawn here, and the plan is we want to put a trampoline here and make a tramp bike. So into the garage to show you what we got to work with now. Okay, so here in the garage, we have this old trampoline that I picked up off my sister that she hardly used. So massive shout out to Hannah. Got the mat, the frame, all the frames and stuff here. So the plan is to get this trampoline put together and put it on the lawn over here. And then what we have on the floor sitting here, so I've got one of my old dirt jump frames, old pair sort of stuffed forks, some handlebars and stuff, all the bones of making a tramp bike. So the goal for today's video is to put this trampoline together, get it all set up on the lawn, get this tramp bike together, show you guys how you make a tramp bike. We're gonna have an epic tramp bike session, and honestly, having a tramp bike in the backyard has been a dream of mine ever since I was a kid. So I'm so excited to get it in here. So it's gonna be so good. But before we get a trampoline up here on this lawn, we need to get this grass cut. It's super long, it's just disgusting, and I've got a real cool thing to show you. Check out this bad boy. So I've just picked up my first ever lawnmower. It's a Lawn Master 400cc mower, and honestly I don't know much about mowers, but it's a pretty cool feeling buying your own one. And I am all about that dad humor and the maintaining your lawns. It's got to be perfect. That stuff cracks me up, and honestly it has grown on me heaps recently. So super excited to mow my lawns the first time. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna show you guys cranking this bad boy for the first time, get the time lapse getting those lawns all nice and done. You just gotta document that, when you do your first lawn, one day be a dad, you just gotta have that stuff to show your kids what the first lawn mow looked like. We need to set the expectation high. So I'm gonna jump to that now, then we'll get the trampoline out here. Can't wait to get this thing started. Alright guys, I'm really happy you're here to share this monumentous occasion of starting my first ever mower. Haven't actually started it yet, so hopefully I get it first try. Let's crank that throttle. Here we go, first pull. Yeah boy, first try. It's on mode. Sweet guys, really stoked to be able to join me on this journey of this unboxing this absolute beast, taking it for its first test drive. If you did enjoy this and found it funny, let me know. I really enjoy doing funny things like this. I could definitely do more in the future. But what we're gonna do now is get into what you actually came and clicked on the video for, just the tramp bike. So let's get into setting this trampoline up. So the first thing we need to do is move this thing out to the lawn and get it put together. So we're gonna take a page from Sam Pilgrim's book and magic it out there in 3, 2, 1. Sweet guys, we've got all the gear out here. Josh to give me a hand now. I just need to put it together. And so just a bit of a pro tip on what we've done is put this mat out here on the grass to sort of get a rough idea of whether it'll fit here or not. And it's actually gonna be really tight, but I really want to try and do it on this side of the clothesline. So we're gonna give it a go, and if not, we will move it over there. But what we'll do is get no time lapse putting this thing together now. Sweet guys, Josh is just putting on the last finishing touches, sweeping it off, but the trampoline is up, managed to make it working, get it working. There's only one spring missing, but we'll be able to get some replacement ones. Not 100% sure if this is where it'll stay, because it is quite jam-packed in the garage and the deck and the clothesline, but pretty happy with it right now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have a wee jump on it, have a bit of a plan on it, do some flips and stuff, try it out, see if it feels good, then we'll get into making the tramp bike. But real stoked to have a trampoline in the backyard now. It's gonna be so much fun. Josh having the honors the first bounce in the backyard. What's he got? And the first back foot. Yeah. Does it feel alright?
Yeah. You're pretty Oh, it's not crazy bouncy, but it's pretty
good.
decent.
You. Man, it is actually an absolute dream having this thing set up in the backyard already. You're gonna have so many fun times in this, and it'll just help like keeping fed, and it's just gonna be flipping awesome. What we're gonna do now is jump into what this video is gonna be all about and make the Tramp bike. So we'll head into the garage, I'll show you guys how to make one, then we'll get into sessioning one. Okay guys, so what you're gonna need to make a Tramp bike is basically a bunch of old bike parts. You want an old dirt jump frame, like even if it's got cracks or dents in it, it's fine. Like this is an old one I used to have, sort of like 2011, 12, 13, 14. It's got huge cracks through here, but it's fine for this. Want an old set of handlebars, a stem, and some old forks, and that's about it. And the tools you'll need is you need some old bike tubes, some tape, and some scissors. And so this frame I've already pre-prepared, because I've actually used it for it before. But what you do is basically get bits of bike tube, wrap it around any points of the bike that are going to hit the trampoline, wrap heaps and heaps and heaps of it around like where the bottom bracket is, around where the stays are, anywhere where you think it's going to hit the trampoline, just wrap in heaps of tube. You can also use stuff like old beach balls. You can use like foam and pool noodles. I'm going for bike tubes, so I've got heaps of them. So what you'd do is you'd wrap it around, wrap the tube around, then tape it on. I'm actually going to do an extra layer of it now as well, just to make sure it's all good to go. And also, once you've got the forks on, you'll also want to get some tube wrapped around these as well. So we'll jump into a time lapse of doing that now. Sweet guys, there is the back of the frame all tubed and taped up, and like there's definitely no such thing as too much tape when you do this and too much tube and like foam or whatever you use. You definitely don't want this ripping through the trampoline, and like I might even do more later, but I think this will be good for now. What we're going to do next is we're going to redo the bottom brackets. There's already a couple tubes around here, but on here, like if you're doing any tail ups or like no foot tricks, this is where your feet smash into. So you definitely want to have heaps of foam and tubing here, and you just want heaps as well so it doesn't rip the tramp. So we'll get into putting some more around here. Do now is get these forks in the frame, but unfortunately I don't have any spacers or like top caps or anything for this one spare at the moment. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take them off my gold bike for now. Don't worry, I'm not going to permanently use them in there. I'm going to put them back on this gold bike, and eventually I will buy some spacers and a top cap for this, but for the sake of today's video I'm going to use the ones from this. And it's a pro tip, whenever I've taken these apart I always forget how these go back together. So take a photo of how many spacers and how all the parts go in order so you know how they go, so you know for next time. But what we'll do, jump back in the time lapse of moving these onto this bike and get this bike ready for the trampoline. Sweet guys, this Tramp bike is definitely starting to come together. What I'm going to do next is I'm going to swap out these old DMR handlebars, these black market ones. I prefer wider ones. Then we'll get to wrapping the tube around the bottom here. And unfortunately I don't have a seat post that fits in here right now, or a seat. So what we're going to do is just wrap heaps of tube around there. If we do any like seat grab tricks, we'll just grab the frame. But super happy with how this is going. Haven't got the forks in there quite perfectly. Like if you listen to that, there's like a little bit of rattle, but they're going to work for now. It's going to be fun. So what we'll do, got that thing back down. Let's jump back in the time lapse now, finish this thing up, and then we'll get to riding it. Sweet guys, there she is. She is done. She's a little bit rough around the seat, not having a seat that fits, and like the handlebars aren't, the forks aren't quite in there perfectly, but it spins around. There's not too much wobble and noise. I will eventually go into the bike shop probably this week and get some proper parts to fit in here so these forks can fit perfectly, and get an old seat post and seat so we can use it. But super stoked on this bike. It just goes to show that, you know, if you hold on to old parts, it's definitely well worth it. So what I'm going to do, I've got my shoes back on, socks on, you head on the trampoline, see how this thing goes. Super excited to have my own Tramp bike and see what it's like. Sweet guys, we got her on the new trampoline in the backyard. Let's see what it's like. Oh man, it's weird not having a seat there. Alright, some pictures to go. Extra, oh yeah. Table, so weird without shoes. Bar, auto bar, yo-yo. Try nothing. Maybe silly. So weird without a seat. Let's go now if we can. Okay, I'll try a tail whip. Oh man. That is so much fun.
Whoa!
That's right, put it up here. There we go. Man, my first impression of this thing is it is actually so much fun. I definitely need to get like this headset thing sorted out, but man, this is a good time. It's gonna get into some more jumping and tricks now. What I've done is got my helmet on, which probably looks super ridiculous to my neighbors in Trampoline. I'm gonna check the GoPro on the helmet, get some point of views of playing on this thing. Hey guys, what we're gonna do now is see if we can link some lines together with like no bounce in between tricks. Trying to go bar, off a bar, X up, sui, tuck, no foot can. Okay, here we go. Bar, off a bar, X up, sui, tuck, no foot can. Yo yo. Now I'm gonna try and go bar, off a bar, bar, bar back, double bar. Here we go. Okay. Bar, up a bar, bar, bar back, double bar. Oh, it's sketchy. I have to redo that one, I think. Okay, redo on the bar, up a bar, bar, bar back, double bar. Here we go. Bar, up a bar, bar, bar back, double bar. Woo! Okay, now I'm gonna go X up, one hand X up, no foot can, up a no foot can and tail up. Here we go. X up, one hand X up, no foot can, off a no foot can, tail whip. Woo! Yeah, next trick you want to do, even though we don't have a seat, we're gonna try seat grab indie, and then I want to do a bar spin X up as well. Don't have to be back to back, but we'll see what we got. You have to bounce quite high for the seat grab indie. More frame grab indie. Here we go. Get set up. Now your next bounce. Whee-oh! Bar to X, yeah, into a whip. You! Okay, the next trick I want to try is a truck driver or like 360 bar spin. When I've done 360 bars in the past, I've actually gone 360 and barred the same way I spin like this, which makes it really hard. But on my dirt jump, I'm getting way better oppo 3, so I want to see if I can do oppo 3 regular bar, because that might be helpful for when I do it on the bike. So here we go. I'll do bar to warm up, oppo 3 to warm up. Okay, here we go. Let's put the bar and the 3 together for a truck. Yo, that's so much easier. Let's try another one. Man, the bar turned easy on that. Just for comparison, I'll try and do it the way I used to do it now. Oh, so much harder to spin. Stoked. I'm thinking doing the oppo 3 with the regular bar will be how I learned a truck driver maybe over winter. Okay, some other tricks that's worked out were tables and this. Let's do some table tricks. So go off on turn down to start. Do my bike all the time. Now it needs to get a table. Yeah, yo. Let's go one hand table. Here we go. Phew! Man, that hurts my knees though, but so cool looking. Okay, here we go. Caveman. Yeah, yo. Into a truck. Into a tail whip. Oh no! Ah! Stoked in that caveman now. Hey guys, back up here on the ledge, we're gonna try and link and run together. So it won't be back to back to back. We're gonna try cannonball, truck driver, tail whip, seat grab indie, heel clicker, then we'll see if we can triple bar. Okay, here we go. Cannonball, all good. Truck driver, with ease. Tail whip, bit slow, but it felt pretty good. Seat grab indie, felt pretty good. Heel clicker, yes, look, those heels click. Okay, triple bar. Woo! Super sketchy, but we'll take that. Stoked. Man, guys, tramp biking is such hard work. It's probably even using more energy than normal riding, but like this thing here is so much fun. Like I'm gonna spend the time of my life. I think it's gonna be really good to practice tricks like tail off, like secret indies, even no foot cans. Like, which sounds crazy, but I actually think it's gonna definitely help. So it definitely feels similar to on the bike. What we're gonna do now, I'm gonna take the GoPro off my helmet. We're gonna go back to non-point of view. Let's get Josh, get a couple, see if we can work through some of those tricks one at a time. Get some like cool slow-mos and like maybe get some those harder tricks in camera as well and make some lines up. Guys, I'm having so much fun riding this tramp bike. Like, this thing is such a good time. Like, for old bike parts, it goes so hard. For an old trampoline, it goes so hard. Josh having a good time too. Real stoked on a couple of those tricks and like linkages I got there. What I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna give Josh the GoPro. I'm gonna try and film like a really click table in slow-mo with a nice like sky backdrop. We're gonna go for a nice seat grab Indian slow-mo as well. Then we'll see if we can get that line, then that'll probably be it for the video. Did you see that? Yeah, here we go. Okay, man. Oh.
Do something original. Yeah.
I'm tired. Yo!
Do a decade.
Yeah. Try a double whip to finish. I haven't tried one once. Here we go. Oh, it's gonna need some work, guys, but well stoked on that. This thing is so much fun. Hey guys, it has been an absolutely amazing day getting this trampoline off, making this tramp bike. Like, I always wanted one of these as a kid, but my parents never let me have one. I started rip the trampoline. I did have a scooter, but never had a bike. And I just really wasn't smart enough to make a bike. We got a bike there, and it's only gonna get better once I improve that headset and stuff. And like, getting the lawns mowed, showing you guys the house, kind of getting the new lawnmower. Like, it's just been an amazing day. And like, honestly, if you guys have got old bike parts lying around and you got a trampoline, like, try making a tramp bike. It is so much fun to use. Like, it's one of the best things ever, and I've had so much fun. If you've enjoyed this and you do end up like making your own tramp bike, let me know in the comments, or feel free to message me on Instagram if you need any tips of how to make a tramp bike or something like that. But in any case, that's gonna be the end of this week's video. So thank you so much for watching. Be sure to give the video a like, leave a comment about what your favorite part was, what trick you liked, maybe a trick I should try on the tramp bike. Share the video around because it helps me heaps, and subscribe if you're new. Cheers for watching, team. We'll see you in the next one.